taking a victory lap today, signing into law the first ever major federal cryptocurrency legislation. It was passed by the House yesterday and the Senate earlier this week with broad bipartisan support. The so-called Genius Act has been a key priority for the president, once a crypto skeptic who now bills himself as the most pro-crypto commander-in-chief in history and whose family business is building an expanding cryptocurrency empire, even launching a meme coin earlier this year. This bill regulates just one specific kind of digital currency called stable coins, aimed at making them more accessible and more mainstream. Here's what Trump said earlier today when he was signing that bill into law.
This is really a big day. This afternoon, we take a giant step to cement American dominance of global finance and crypto technology as we sign the landmark Genius Act into law.
We are on our way. Yes, we are on our way. Woo! Remember back in the day I did this video here, this one here? Is this $500 billion AI investment called Stargate an Egyptian portal? This video here, I'll put it in the description. People, I've said ever since then that Donald J. Trump is a setup man and he's leading us into 666, the mark of the beast. Everything's in line, everything's in concert, can't buy or sell without the mark. But he's selling the AI technology. Stargate is Egyptian. This video breaks it down. And now I see him, and this was January 21st, all the big shots came to him. And he says, I'm gonna rush this executive order and get it done, and he sure did. And now you got the crypto thing. Everything is set up. You know, the dollar going digital, however you wanna coin it, so to speak, pardon the pun. Trump is on it. He's riding this goose. He's riding this wild pony. He's gonna tame it. And he's the setup man to launch us into this system and hand it off until the Antichrist. You see, because he's not going to be here. He's gonna be somewhere golfing. Oh yeah. He's setting this thing up though. And the Trumps will sail out into the sunset with their crypto and their memes and their billions, if not trillions of dollars. Because everybody in his family, as far as I'm concerned, they're capitalized on this thing. And like I said in the video the other day, you close to Trump. Trump has got, in all of our American history, the most wealthiest people in his under his umbrella than any other time in history. This is the golden age. They know that there is a big portion of people who can't afford, who can't transition, but they don't care. This is about the sun god Ra. This is about the Roman Empire. This is about Akhenaten. This is about consolidation. This is eventually entrapment. I'm going to show you this. This is going to blow your mind because there was something that got past me today. After I did my last video, I took a nap. But many times when I take a nap, I listen to videos, and I'm so glad I did because somebody said something. And I should have caught it a long time ago. But hey, I caught it today. And I want your input on this thing because I guarantee it's going to blow your mind. Because they're speaking without speaking. I have the gift of the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the comprehension, time, and conclusion. Many times things can get past me, but I want to be current. I want to be relevant. And in relation to the last video that I just completed, this is why the algorithm will not push my videos, because I'm going to expose something here that probably nobody else is exposing. And it's going to be a mind blower, but I digress. Again, there they are, shaking hands with technology. It's 666. Now check this out. It's called the Genius Act. And I put it in gematria calculator, 7/18 of 2025. That's when it was signed yesterday. It come out to 88. Oh yeah. This video is going to get into Barack Obama, Trump, and the future of America and the world. Trump installed 2 flagpoles on the White House lawn a few weeks ago. They both were 88 feet tall, right? Now, they hid it in plain sight. Wow. I can't emphasize this statement. This is the first thing that came to my mind when I figured out what they've been doing and showing us. They hid it in plain sight. Wow. Because you remember when I did a video earlier about the guy who ran his car in front of the nightclub last night in Los Angeles. I pointed out this video that these ladies had on the rock colors. And that to me, this is a pyramid. Although it's letters, it's alphabets in there. But to me, this is the sun god Ra. And this is the V. And also that thing they put in your head. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what that is, right? And you got the rising of the sun. You got the purple and the blue. Oh, it's deep. The Phoenician colors are purple and blue. They won't always be the exact same colors. But look, this is Phoenician. Blue and purple. Sun god Ra rising. They got on the sun god colors. The pyramid. Come on, man. Everything's there. You can't make me believe these folks did not get a memo allegedly and told what to wear. All you gotta do is go ahead, watch the video that I did earlier. You see exactly what I'm talking about, and I guarantee you it's a mind blower. And what is that video? Let me show it to you. This video right here. Car plows into crowd in East Hollywood. It will blow your mind. How the Holy Spirit showed me how to put this thing together, okay? And I do have this in there. It'll blow your mind. Now let's move on. And someone put it in the chat. They said, Pearson, look at the name of the nightclub, Trap. Trap with this here, right? Like the pyramid, trap. It's a trap. People, it's a trap that's coming. What Trump is talking about for the future, it's a trap. This Bitcoin thing, this currency, people are gonna make millions and have already, but it's a trap. It's a trap. Now check this out. Revelation 13, 16, 17 describes a scenario where individuals are compelled to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead, and without this mark, they are unable to buy or sell. That's Revelation 6:66. Okay? Now, this is the video I was listening to when I went to sleep this afternoon. Check this out. Trump crypto law, what is stablecoin? Listen to this guy.
So there's a lot to talk about as far as crypto goes, but there's a good portion of our audience, Alex, who does not invest in crypto. They might not know the first thing about it. How would you explain this week's news to those type of people? What do these bills mean for the U.S.'s larger commerce landscape?
Now, he's going to tell you in relation to the past how and what currency was used as a means to make payment. Listen very carefully. This is what woke me up out of my sleep. And it had to be God had me watch this video. Listen.
Well, I believe what happened today is a major milestone in the evolution of money. The evolution which started with seashells or cattle used as initial primitive currency. Then
people use things like cattle and seashells. Listen again. It's deep because I'm going somewhere. Just watch it. Listen.
I believe what happened today is a major milestone in the evolution of money. The evolution which started with seashells or cattle used as initial primitive currency. Then we
That's when it clicked. That's when it clicked. I'm like, Pearson, James Comey, Pearson, his daughter, 2 days ago got fired, Comey. And I'm gonna show you everything. I'm gonna show you. Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tease. Wasn't James Comey, did he not post something a few months ago about him being on the seashore and he used some seashells to make a statement? Are you getting it? Now, before I go any further, let me show you something in the background that says 145. Now, let me go a little bit further because I want you to hear what this guy's got to say at the end. I want to cue this up just right. It's at 8:30. There's something he said at the end. I want to catch it. 9:30. No, it's not there. Let's see. Let me see if it's here. 10:30. Let me see if it's here. Listen.
you need to use something which can be divided in small units, which can be easily transported, which doesn't lose value over time, etc. So for decades, for centuries, that was gold.
Yeah.
But cryptocurrency is more efficient form of money because gold can be stolen. So you need to store it in Fort Knox or those Swiss storages of gold which I mentioned previously. It's hard to transport and so forth. So cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, they have definite finite supply. 21 million Bitcoins, for instance, cannot be any more of them. And it's easy to transfer. Therefore, it's a tool. It value comes from being a tool which facilitates economy, facilitates international and domestic transactions.
Alex Kananikan is the founder.
So you can use this cryptocurrency for national and international transactions. He's saying it can't be stolen. It's protected. Gold, you got to store it. It can be stolen. When I first started doing journalism, I remember all the airplanes that were hijacked back in the day. And I remember a guy wrote a book, I forgot who it was, and a lot of politicians were pushing for the future of a cashless society. And it was a big thing talking about that in the late 70s, early 80s. And people were like, why are you pushing for a cashless society? He says, are you going to hijack a plane when there's no money in circulation? Are you going to take somebody hostage when there's no money in circulation? Are you going to rob a grocery store or a bank and money's not in circulation? He says if we get rid of cash, it eliminates crime. And that was the big push back in the day. Now, I'm gonna gradually get to my point. I'm gonna show you what's going on. I apologize for teasing you, but I gotta build this thing, okay? Now check this out. Remember I showed you in his background? 145, that's military time, 1345, that's 145. They don't do nothing, as far as I'm concerned, without symbology. 145. What is 145? The 145th day of the year is May 25th. Watch this. May 25th minus 718, yesterday when Trump signed this executive order, got the crypto now legislation. The difference is 55 days. Didn't Julius Caesar lose his life at 55 years old? I told you, it's symbolic. They're telling you. Trump is not going to be here when the thing really goes into full bloom. He's delivering the golden age, the new economic system into the hands of the Antichrist and 666. At 55 years old, Julius Caesar got stabbed 23 times. You watch what I tell you. I told y'all there's a reason they don't let the channel grow. But you gonna know. You think there's an accident that it's 145 behind him? No, not in my humble opinion, because they speak without speaking, allegedly. Now, watch this here. Not only that, shell money. Shell money usually consisted of whole or partial seashell, often worked into beads or otherwise shaped. The use of shells in trade began as direct commodity. Crowley shells, a form of currency long before our era, the cowrie shell was used as a means of payment and regarded as a symbol of wealth and power. This monetary usage continued until the 20th century. Remember what he said back in the day. Seashells. He said seashells and cattle was used as a form of money. Listen again.
How would you explain this week's news to those type of people? What do these bills mean for the U.S.'s larger commerce landscape?
Well, I believe what happened today is a major milestone in the evolution of money. The evolution which started with seashells or cattle used.
That's it. All right, now I'm going to get there. Just hold tight. Look, the Phoenicians primarily utilized sea snails, specifically the murex shellfish, to create their renowned purple dye, often called Tyrian purple. They did not extensively use clams for this purpose, while they did utilize some Trediacina, shells, a type of giant clam for decorative purposes, like cosmetic containers. The murex, like the murex exchange, right, was their key source for the valuable purpose. So remember I've been teaching you about the Phoenicians? The group that used to rule the world back in the day? Their exchange many times was with seashells, but they had a purple dye. Only the royalty could afford it. Just imagine in Britain, they got the purple crown. Do you understand? This is why I told y'all back in the day, I broke the code of Prince Purple Rain. It wasn't the R-A-I-N. It's the R-E-I-G-N. The reign of the Antichrist is purple, and seashell is symbolic of the exchange of money, and the dye within is so expensive. They're bringing back another form again. It's called cryptocurrency. I hope you're getting it. While Phoenicians didn't primarily use seashells or clams as currency, they did incorporate images of shells like murex, okay? Now, I want you to see. The Phoenicians did trade goods, including silver, copper, foreign jewelry. They used a lot of kind of stuff, okay? Now, this says not shells, but you saw here that they did use that. Sea snails, okay? Now, let me show you here. Here's a video I did. I always tell people about this. It's in our face. Watch this here about purple dye inside.
They're making it out of see from sea snails. They're getting the purple dye out of there.
Only the royalty had that. It was so expensive.
Iranian purple dye.
Only the big people could afford it back in the day.
See that? That's how they make the purple back in the day. They still make it the same way. This is history. Only the royalty had this back in the day because it's so expensive. That's why you see the purple crown in Britain and stuff like that. Only the rich folks could afford.
Now let's bring this up. When you see these colors, like I said, it won't always be the exact same color, but these were the Phoenicians' big colors back in the day. Purple, which came out of those seashells or clams, and the Tiffany blue. See that there? That's that's how they roll. I'm not saying every time you see it, it's bad. You can wear the colors, they're beautiful, but they speak with that. That was a form also of currency. Okay? And that you were what? That you were high class. Well, guess what? This cryptocurrency is the modern day Phoenician way of doing exchange. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm going to tie it all in. The sun god, he's part of that. He's part of that. He's part of that. Here you got the book of former Vice President Kamala Harris. What does she got? The purple and the blue, the Phoenician. Also the sailboats on her shirt. The Phoenicians were seamen. They went out to the sea to collect clams. And what's that on her neck? Seashells. Come on, man. This is in her book. And this is her grandmother. Look at the rock colors. Red and the gold. Do you feel me? Come on, baby. It's all there. They do it right in her face. Now, let me go a little further. I'm going to show you. The FBI director, James Comey, this is what he put, remember? And people was all up in arms about it. I did a video on it. It has a number of meanings. But people was upset that he thought it was about going after Trump, okay? But check it out. A picture of seashells. Remember that? Y'all remember all that? This is a big thing. This is what he had. And he put this in one of his social medias. This is him right here. To me, they were fooling us. I'm going to show you. This happened on 5/16. He put on social media about those clams on the shore. 5/16/2025. Well, 7/18 is when Trump signed the crypto bill. The difference is 63. When I see 63, I think 6 3 times. 666, the mark of the beast. Do you follow me? Now watch this. Comey put cool shell formation on my beach walk. That's what he put. That's what he said. Cool shell formation on my beach walk. Watch.
I don't want to take chances. I hope you understand. But James Comey made this statement today. Cool shell formation on my beach walk.
Now, I won't make it too long. Shell gas station has the rock colors. I'll put this in the description. You can watch the video. But what I'm trying to say is this is symbolic to me. Watch. The first exchange of money in America using paper happened February 3rd, 1690 in Massachusetts. February 3rd, 1690. Take February 3rd, 2025, anniversary, 7/18/2025, Trump's executive order of this cryptocurrency coming up. The difference is 165 days, baby. What's 165? The 165th day of the year is June 14th. What's June 14th? Bingo! Bingo! Not only that, look, here's James Comey, 12/14/1960. 12/14/2024, his last birthday. 7/18, cryptocurrency, Trump. The difference is 7/4, like July 4th. Oh yeah, we just celebrated our 249th anniversary. Plus it's 2/16. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. What is August 4th? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Bingo! Mark of the beast with the Antichrist. Yeah, baby. Now, cool shell formation on my beach walk. That's what Comey said. President Donald John Trump, 4547, cryptocurrency, 7/18/2025, Genius Act. Come out to 421. What is 421? That's the day the Pope died. Hello. And 12/14 is James Comey's birthday. 5/16 is when he found them seashells on the beach. The difference is 21/6. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. I hope you see the tie-in. This Comey thing is a joke. It's symbolic. Through the seashells, they're telling you about the new money system that's coming. That's what this was about in part. I don't care what nobody say. I'm Franchise Pearson. If you connect it, you tell me. Put it in the chat.